May 11, 2021, the planet parade continues today. 5 planets are on display. Bright Jupiter and Saturn are in the southeastern sky before sunrise. After sundown, brilliant Venus, Mercury, and Mars are in the western sky. The Moon is at its new phase and at apogee today. Chart caption, 2021, May 11, Jupiter and Saturn are in the southeast before sunrise. By Jeffrey L. Hunt. Chicago, Illinois, sunrise, 5:35 a.m. CDT, sunset, 8 p.m. CDT. Check local sources for sunrise and sunset times for your location. The sun sets at 8 p.m. CDT and sets later than this time for nearly the next 90 evenings. Morning sky. The morning planet parade begins nearly 4 hours before sunrise, when Saturn makes its first appearance in the southeastern sky. Bright Jupiter follows about 45 minutes later. By an hour before sunup, Saturn is over 24 degrees above the south-southeast horizon. The ringed wonder is brighter than most of the stars in the sky, except for Jupiter. Saturn is slowly moving eastward in Capricornus, just a few days before the beginning of the illusion of retrograde motion. The outer planets seem to move westward compared to the distant stars as Earth catches up to and passes between them and the Sun. This morning, use a binocular to see the dimmer star fields that are behind the planets. Saturn is 0.7 degrees to the right of the star Theta Capricorni, Theta Cap on the chart. Jupiter is over 16 degrees to the lower left of Saturn and 1.4 degrees to the upper left of Iota Aquarii, Iota Acer. The planet parade is interrupted by the Sun's appearance in the sky. Saturn and Jupiter lead the way and set before sundown. Venus, Mercury, and Mars rise during the daytime, following the glowing solar disk across the sky, becoming visible after sunset. The Moon has not been visible in the planet parade during the last 2 days and nights. It has been near its new moon phase, when its near side is in darkness. The Moon is new at 2 p.m. CDT. During the Moon's monthly tour of the constellations, it reaches its farthest point from Earth, apogee 252, 582 miles, at 4:53 p.m. CDT. Evening sky. Chart caption, 2021, May 11, 30 minutes after sunset, Venus is 5.0 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. Mercury is 9.1 degrees to the upper left of Venus. After today's new moon phase, the razor-thin moon appears with Venus tomorrow evening. This evening, Venus is the first planet to emerge from the Sun's glare. Look for it 5.0 degrees above the west-northwest horizon at 30 minutes after sunset. A binocular may be needed to initially locate the Earth's nearest planetary neighbor. Mercury, bright, but dimmer than yesterday, is 9.1 degrees to the upper left of Venus. Both planets do not fit into a single binocular field. Find Venus and move the binocular a little to the upper left. Mercury is then visible. Venus as an evening star article. Read more about Venus in our summary document. 2021, May 11, 45 minutes after sunset, 3 planets are visible, Venus, Mercury, and Mars. By 45 minutes after sunset, Venus is a few degrees above the horizon. It is bright enough to be seen at this altitude if the horizon is clear of obstructions and clouds. Mercury is easily visible 11.0 degrees above the horizon. Mars, over 1/3 of the way up in the west, is nearly 29 degrees to the upper left of Mercury. Here's more about Mercury during May 2021. Chart caption, 2021, May 11, 1 hour after sunset, Mars is 1.2 degrees to the upper left of Epsilon Geminorum, Epsilon Gem, and 5.2 degrees to the lower right of Zeta Geminorum, Zeta Gem. An hour after sunset, Venus is setting. Mercury follows less than an hour later. Mars is still about 1/3 of the way up in the west. It is marching eastward in Gemini, under Castor and Pollux. The plane of the solar system runs diagonally across Gemini from the lower right of the chart to the upper left corner. Mars ends the month to the lower left of Pollux. This evening the planet is 1.2 degrees to the upper left of Mebsuta, Epsilon Gem on the chart, the outstretched paw of the lion, and 5.2 degrees to the lower right of Mecbuta, Zeta Gem, the folded paw of the lion. Tonight, Mars sets 4 hours after sunset. The parade begins again when Saturn rises over 90 minutes after Mars sets. Here's more about Mars during 2021. Detailed note, Jupiter and Saturn continue their slow dance with the starry background before sunrise. 1 hour before sunup, Saturn is over 24 degrees above the south-southeast horizon and 0.7 degrees to the right of Theta Cap. Bright Jupiter is 16.3 degrees to the lower left of Saturn and 1.4 degrees to the upper left of Iota Acer. The Moon is at its new phase at 2 p.m. CDT. At 4:53 p.m. CDT, the Moon is at apogee, 252,582 miles away. 30 minutes after sunset, Venus is 5.0 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. Use a binocular to locate Mercury, m equals -0.2, 9.1 degrees to the upper left of Venus. 15 minutes later, Venus is 2.5 degrees above the horizon, Mercury is 11.0 degrees above the west-northwest horizon, and Mars is nearly 34 degrees up in the west. 1 hour after sunset, Mercury is still over 8 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. Mars is nearly 29 degrees to the upper left of Mercury. In the star field, use a binocular to spot Epsilon Gem 1.2 degrees to the lower right of the red planet and Zeta Geminorum, Mech Buddha, Zeta Gem, m equals 4.05.2 degrees to the upper left of the planet. Mars sets 4 hours after sunset. Read more about the planets during May 2021. 2021, May 10th, 5 planets on parade. May 10th, 2021, 5 planets are on display. Jupiter and Saturn are visible in the southeastern sky before sunrise. Brilliant Venus, Mercury, and Mars shine from the western sky after sunset. Only the Sun disrupts a continuous view of the 5 worlds. 2021, May 9th, planets on parade. May 9th, 2021, look for 5 planets today. Jupiter and Saturn are visible in the southeast before sunrise. Venus, Mercury, and Mars are in the western sky after sunset. 2021, May 8th, watch the planet parade. May 8th, 2021, 5 planets are visible during morning and evening appearances. Jupiter and Saturn are visible before sunrise. Daylight interrupts the viewing until evening, when Venus, Mercury, and Mars are visible in the west after sundown. 2021, Sirius Heliacal Rising. The first morning appearance of a star before sunrise is known as the heliacal rising of the star. Sirius, the brightest star, makes its first appearance each year during mid-August from mid-northern latitudes. 2021, May 7th, 5 planets on parade. May 7th, 2021, the planets and moon parade across the sky today. Jupiter and Saturn are visible before sunrise in the southeast. The moon can be seen closer to sunrise. After sunset, Venus, Mercury, and Mars are in the west-northwest.